Mindfulness saved my life. I have a great group of fifth graders, but there's a lot of energy in the room. And now every day until the end of the school year, we'll have 15 minutes of mindfulness. We'll go through the process, and then we'll write in our journals, and everyone is ready to start their day, and they're brilliant. Their test scores have risen, some 50%, as a result of them calming down at the beginning of the day to start their day, and it is really remarkable.
Mindfulness has helped me, especially in tests, because last year I didn't have mindfulness, so when I took the CST test, I was nervous and I didn't know how to deal with it. But now since this year, I've had mindfulness. I've known how to take deep breaths and know how to calm myself down before I take the test so I can understand what I'm doing and going through.
My students come to me often, upset after recess, and they tell me, Miss Uno, I need to take 3 mindful breaths. And so they go to their desk, have a few mindful breaths, and are able to come back to the class ready to learn. At the same time, sometimes they tell me, Miss Uno, you need to take 5 mindful breaths. And I do. I stand in front of the classroom, I close my eyes, and they count for me 5 mindful breaths. And when we are done taking our mindful breaths, we are able to move on with the rest of our day.
Mindfulness helps me when I am very hyper or worried about something. If I am having a test and I can't think because there is a billion thoughts soaring through my head, I just sit back, close my eyes, and breathe.
During one class, Miss Ellen, our mindfulness teacher, told us how we can send kindness to others. My mom has been in the hospital for a month. She is expecting a baby and has had some complications. I decided to fill my heart with kindness and send it to my mom and future siblings. It made me feel so good, like my heart was going to burst.
Later that day, at the very end of the day, we had our science lesson right after last recess, so they were all wild, and I was losing it. And I was trying to get them all organized and quiet on the rug, and everyone was, oh, I can't see, and push and shove, and all of this. And I see one kid in the corner, my little Marquest, with his hands like this and his eyes closed like this. And I just thought, I got to take advantage of this moment. So I said, Marquest, are you practicing mindfulness? And he's sitting there, and one eye pops open, and he says, everyone was quiet. They saw that how happy I was that someone was actually taking something so simple, and everyone started doing it. I started doing it, and I was able to get through my lesson, and I think that just kind of created the foundation for a very successful 8 weeks, and now we do it all the time. And I just want to say thank you to Mindful Schools for giving me tools to help my children, especially the ones that don't have the coping skills, have really low frustration tolerance. We can use this now every day. So thank you very much.
Using the techniques in mindfulness allows them to find that sense of peace within themselves, and it's a sense of peace that they can carry with them wherever they go.
Mindfulness is a great part of school. It helped me when I'm angry, upset, or overreacting to something.
The goal of our school is to allow a peaceful environment so our students can learn and feel safe. Referrals have gone down since we have embraced mindfulness, and we've had the good fortune of having it over 3 years. One of the benefits I see with mindfulness, the entire class learns the techniques, talks about it, becomes the support staff for each other, not only in this much more peaceful classroom environment, but on the playground, in the after-school programs, in the Saturday soccer games. And parents tell me they take it home. It is something that is part of them. It is a skill that no one can take away from them. And it is strengthened each time they come to school and they see it's a success. It works.
And when people might do something terrible, if they take a mindful moment, they might think twice about what they do and not do it.
I do not see the referrals from the usual frequent flyers that I have seen in the past. And it is wonderful.
I think mindfulness should be taught in every school. Thank you.
And it's actually now part of our practice that we do twice a month. When we meet, we come, and we take about 3 to 5 minutes, and we just have a moment of silence. And we just breathe, and we listen, and we pay attention. And it's amazing what that 3 or 5 minutes does for us, for our day, in terms of just being able to focus and do the work.
I think that mindfulness can help adults because, like, instead of having to fighting things and go into violence, they can take deep breaths and learn how to calm themselves down before they, like, get into any bad situation and deal with the very bad consequences that will maybe even ruin their lives. And it can help them learn how to communicate and get along better.
And I had the privilege of attending a level 1 mindfulness training. And so Lori said, oh, you know, Jeanette, I think it would be great for you to go. So I said, okay. And it was at 7 to 9. At the end of the day, I was so tired. And it was, anyway, by the time I got there and by the time I left at 9 o'clock, it was an incredible experience just to be able to, and for me, it's really about a balance. And right, how do we have balance in our life? A balance in our work. We're all committed. And we also have balance in our family. I have an 8-year-old son. And my family is really important to me. And so mindfulness has really actually helped me have balance in my life. And I think about how we as adults, we model for children, right, from the principal to the teacher to the child. And if, you know, we always say, if the principal's happy, the teacher's happy. If the teacher's happy, the children are happy. So I want to thank you all for inviting me. And I really want to figure out ways that we can support our principals in schools and have mindfulness in every school in Oakland. So thank you.